Today, before I started recording this, I had to fix this amazing crown that's part of the styling for the day, and it was very appropriate because it's been such a week. So I think that was just a message. Fix your crown, sit up straight, and get to work. Because your mama didn't raise a quitter. I'm not a quitter. So yes, welcome to today's video. Okay, so welcome to my workspace. As self-proclaimed last born child of a nation, I need to come with that kind of persistence, audacity, that kind of fight me if you want. So yes, yeah, get out of here, man, get out of here. And yes, Tibeiwo nguva yekuchema gambaredu gambaredu raive gamba Tibeiwo. Okay, funeral song, everybody. I think we're back. Goto, yes. Middle child, no. Audacity. We have forgotten our manners. I apologize. As the Gotra, I am the baby of the nation, the last born. So, to my elders, Danda Kankan. Makadi Koko, Kwesuga Muruko, etc., etc. But yes, let's not forget Shiziviso announcements of the day. As always, I need to keep, putting it out there. What has brought us to this moment? We can blame Mirajo because they put me on a screen. Now I found my joy and we are now here. Fast forward. So the two productions I'm part of, the upcoming movie Transaction, upcoming series Chekisai, and I mean not Chajisapai, but yes, they. Let's not forget that's what brought us here. And when I said fan art in the last video, and this is also fan art, let's not forget. Okay, it's not a forget thing, but fan art, it's me. I am the fan. I am also the art. Fan art. Here we are. Murune Murizoko. But yes, always reminder. And if it, I might have to now actually just do a screening Kubakwedu, or I'll come to your house and do a screening for each and every person, just so we can all enjoy this production, these productions that have come out of them. But yeah, the things we had forgotten. Welcome again. Order of the day, productivity, getting some work done, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you who has viewed my videos so far, who has supported me in all ways. Thank you so much because you're the reason and you're the people keeping me accountable. So thank you. Thank you so much. On days like today and days like this week when I just feel like, is it even worth it? What are we doing? What's a dream actually? We like just wake up and smell the coffee. Like, okay, let me come back. So, started out by looking up Zimbabwean reality shows. And just before I even say what I found, just off the top of your head, do you have one or two that even come up where you're thinking, okay, this is this is a reality show that came out of Zim. Honestly, before I Googled, checked it out, looked into different spaces, before I looked it up, I I think in my mind I was trying to imagine um, reality shows like what we've seen that end up popping up on our TVs and stuff. So when I ended up Googling, I realized no, I'd kept my mind like this because as Zimbabweans we are really trying to tap into all those spaces. It's just we're not being given the room, to grow in them and do all of this. So I stumbled on Being Braden. I don't know if people know it, but that was mainly on YouTube. Then there's Pop the Balloon, that's also YouTube. Then there was an attempt for Zwags, which I think again was online, but if I'm not mistaken, only had one episode. I think it was just one of those pilot things to see if it can be picked up. Would have been great, opportunity given, but again, not that. I'm seeing 3K TV has I Can Act. Then we have Real Housemaids of Zimbabwe. I don't really find that many, like I'm saying, which kind of opened to, okay, this is kind of a space we can get into, but why can't we get into it fully like our other, African counterparts? Like, how do we get into that space as well? We have that presence online. We have our content out there. I know a lot of our filmmakers are making use of YouTube and YouTube TV, and that's the space we're actually going in and putting all our stuff. My question to filmmakers, directors, producers, all of that within Zimbabwe, what to you would make you feel like, okay, I have succeeded, I am successful with my project? Because I think my thing would be, if I were to create something, I would want everyone to have access to it. So what I'm thinking about now is our Zimbabweans who are in the diaspora, who are not within our country, how are they able to access our content? And the answer is, most times the way you consume content is through streaming. So are we getting our content on those streaming sites? And I just want to quickly just do a of the things I've learned. Like I said before, I sat down with some distributors who provide content to these streaming companies. And within Africa, correct me if I'm wrong, of course, everything has a disclaimer, please. This is just information I've gathered. You need me as an individual, as a go-to. With the authority as a go-to. So, from everything they've said, not said, and even if you read it up and look up and try to keep up with all the information that comes up from a lot of these streaming companies, the investment in Africa is limited to, of all of the 52 countries. There are 52 countries, right? I hope so. All the countries in Africa, you can see the ones that are mostly targeted that they kind of trust to bring content to them. It's mostly South Africa. You'll see Nigeria, Tanzania, and Kenya. I've just picked up recently, and if you look at the numbers from last year's blah 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 blah, blah, that's a whole bunch of figure stuff that's not very entertaining. But they're not coming into Africa fully, and a lot of that is trying to work with trusted directors, and not trusted as in we have shady people in our country, but just a thing of being able to see that, okay, you did this, you did this, you did that. And of course, a lot of that can be blamed on economy, because funding a project is really expensive and it's really hard to get that funding into a project. That's a whole different conversation. And then now when they want to look into Africa, what kind of content do they really want? And you'll see, if it's not South Africa bringing their movies, because it's a lot of trying to follow up a lot of the franchises or even books that did very well, you'll see it's reality shows. And it's the kind of reality shows that are entertaining, that everyone else in the world wants to watch. Everyone will click and say that brings them numbers. It makes sense to everyone involved. So I try to go through that quickly so that we can all stay informed on what's happening on the ground, and not in a, oh, we're lazy, we're not getting our stuff out there. We're trying. The doors are locked and someone's sitting behind that locked door. But yeah, that was just my little summary of the situation on the ground. Okay, now, walk with me. Imagine you and me, or you know what, maybe because you don't know me like that, you and your bestie, you and your best friend, you and your sisters, or you and your partner. For the lovers out there, must be nice. But yeah, imagine you and a person you trust, a person you can stand, in a room with, let's say, Prophet Passion, Naolitan, and it's 2 against 2. Guys, walk with me. We're brainstorming together. This is a meeting that should be a meeting because we're supposed to be working. Imagine the 2 sets in a room. Do you think you could win against them if you're given challenges and stuff? Or if it was one of those escape rooms, do you think you could... Do you think you could, as your team with your person, be able to beat our lovely celebrities? Or any other celebrity you can think of. I just thought of the most, out there I could think of. I don't know, guys. Just walk with me. Are we walking together? Is this brainstorm session working? Can you imagine that in a room, in a space, or hey, let's take it further. And then it's like you and your boys, you and your friends, you and your family against a pack of celebrities. And we do stuff, games and things. I know that would be entertaining because I know for a fact the most entertaining group of people to me are Zimbabweans. Not because I'm Zimbabwean. I think our commentary on things, our enthusiasm, just in general, just how we react to life, that should be watched and taken in because our reactions, us as people, we've got such personality. We can do this. The potential is there, like Tiribo, and we can. Okay. You know how they say sharing your ideas or sharing thoughts, I guess, is risky because someone else could steal your idea. I just think there isn't really there's nothing really new under the sun. It's almost like we're recycling, we're trying to make it fresh for each moment in each space. All I can say is it's now a race of who gets the funding first. Anybody can actually get it. Like you could have your connections, I could have my connections, anyone could get the funding and you can run with it. My thing is, if I get the money first, I'm taking everybody. Please join the club. I don't know. Yeah, join the club. Join the club. Okay, because we're gonna go together. And if it's one of you guys who get the funding first, congratulations to you. But if you get and you don't share, as the go-to of the country, I am the baby of the house. The mama.
Mom, mom, mom.
Like that's the biggest twist I can give. But I think let's just promise each other that this is going to benefit. Promise each other what? Nobody owes you nothing. But still, the thing is, whoever gets there first, let's promise to keep that foot in the door, to keep it open for everyone else. Because if I win, you win. If you win, I win. Then leave the door open. When we shine together because, like I said, together we are so much funnier. That's not what I said, but that's what I'm saying now. Together we're so much funnier and it works, guys. It works. Do this. My question to myself and even to every other Zimbabwean, whether you're within Zimbabwe or outside of the country, what kind of shows would you like to watch your people in that would actually make you want to subscribe to a streaming site and say, I'm going to pay monthly fees. My daughter is going here, so I can take this content in. Like, what kind of stuff gets you that excited? Because I think we get excited a lot about international content, everyone else's content but ours, when we've got the talent. I will scream this from the top of the rooftops. The talent is there. We can compete to the best of the best, but it's like we're those kids being judged because we come to school with no shoes and maybe a torn shirt, and everyone else has got new stuff. But then put an exam in front of us, but all like you're all gonna be looking and thinking, how did you get 100%? Like there's that thing where I'm thinking we're not being given the chance and opportunity to actually show how great we are because we don't come in the package that everybody used to. Just how do we get that chance? How do we get that chance? Quick answer is I don't know. But my promise, my contribution is to knock on as many doors as I can to attempt to get all the opportunity I can get just so we can get that foot in the door, and also not knocking just at your boa like no, like knocking with intention, with best foot forward. Like you see, I show up for you guys like this because when they see me, they see you, and when they see you, they see me. I'm a motivational speaker, guys. Just But yes, that's my contribution. To just knock on as many doors as I can and to get into rooms that maybe other people might not be able to get into and represent best I can. So this whole thing opened up. Ooh, cue the glorious heavens are opening music. But yeah, that's my contribution to this industry that I have fallen in love with from Kudara. I've been trying. So that's what I can do. This has basically been a brainstorm session. Thank you guys for attending this meeting. Thank you for coming through for me. You really helped me get perked up. Thank you. Love and light. So the reason I think I went on the session, I started this looking into research. Like I said, I'm trying to merge all the things I love into one and hopefully create a beautiful baby that will grow and become the president of the world. So I have 2 projects that I am planning on, and proposals done. That's what the dream team was all about in the last video. Trying to create a dream team to come on this journey with me so that we can hopefully these can be the beginning and we can move. Not even the beginning, because there is a beginning. We have a beginning, but just something again to try and bring those eyes in and hopefully create an opportunity for doors to be open for everyone, not just because the door is opened for one Zimbabwean. Waguvara behind you, like keeping that door open. Get your foot in that door, keep it open for everybody else. That's the plan. Okay, roll with me here. I can't really explain it, but imagine this. Something of this nature on your TV screen.
What kind of music do you like? Dancehall. Well, I listen to hip hop.
Saka unomutirana winky kana tana Enzo, anything like that?
Not really.
DaddyHope kana Shadhaya.
What?
But that was just to give a visual so that we're all on the same page. I'm such an idiot sometimes. But imagine that on your screens. Imagine your favorite cousin, your sibling, someone you think is the funniest in your family. Not even the funniest, just general family gatherings. Those random comments that come up as you're sitting with your family and your friends. Imagine how they would react in reality spaces, in those situations where it's not film me, like show me what I'm doing now. It's not me being funny here. It's what happens when you put me or your favorite cousin or your favorite funniest uncle in a room with someone else who's unpredictable, where it's not we're kissing anyone, but it's a survival of the fittest. Like what happens then? You see, I'm back. Ndakutofara joy kutobata joy. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everyone who's been watching every single video. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate every single one. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video, guys.